So, are we sitting comfortably?
Comfortably as can be. Yep.
Good.
Yes.
Then we shall begin. Who wants to give me a recap of the last session?
Let's see.
So there was the guy that was flying over the forest and he was invisible. And Michael set the forest on fire. And we got this clue, I think, from the well.
Yep.
And we wrote that down. So, yeah, we found the Well of Eyes. And I think Gundark and the Lerp were in the well. And the message I got from the Well of Eyes was, your sister weaves evil, heart can restore the land, mother is watching you, so is your father.
Mm-hmm. Hark here.
And then the scroll said for the fittest, but it has nothing in it.
Yep. The scroll reads for the fittest. Love Eyes also prophesizes evil encroaches at your doorstep, but you can be its master and explore the mansion towards the north. I think that's where we were headed next.
Yeah, I
At
guess
least
we'll
before
just...
the, at least
Well,
before the master.
I don't think we decided that we were going anywhere, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, because the master.
You had the.
So now we got a big.
Oh, sorry.
We have the master of the Well of Ice to take care of here now. We actually fled north.
Yep, and then remember the green-headed guy spooked you.
Yeah, that's the master of. That's the guy who came out of the well, right?
No, the guy who came out of the well was the fire guy with the ghost kids.
That's right.
Oh, the fire guy with the ghost kids is back! I forgot about that!
Oh yeah, you're right. Then I think the green dude was wearing leather or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Okay, so we have that guy laughing.
How did he get back
in our
here?
face.
I thought he was stuck at the castle.
Now we know where he is when he's not there. Oh man.
Did this guy teleport? How did he get to where we are?
So now what are we gonna do about this green guy laughing in our face?
Well, you guys were sleeping at the time, so given that Gundark and the Lerp were, pretty badly beaten up, it's best to wait till morning when, everybody's, magically healed from the previous day.
Night's sleep, a good cure for most
Good
things.
night's sleep.
Good night, Moon. You wake up in the morning,
Alright.
and as you're going about your daily ablutions, you find that what you assume to be the green guy, left green footprints going off to the north.
Are they glowing green or are they just the color green?
They're glowing very slightly given the sun is coming up, but if it was in the dark, you would probably be able to see them glowing.
Okay. So not glow in the dark, but they're glowing in the sunlight.
Okay.
You know those glow sticks? Have you ever broken one apart and played with the crap inside? Imagine putting that on the ground. It's not like the Predator blood from Predator, but you're still noticing it.
That's kind of what I was thinking it would look like. Something a bit illuminated, but not completely.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about one of the old Scooby-Doo villains. I think it was the skeleton in the diver suit.
You son of a gun. Anyway.
Oh
Did
boy.
you just get his reference?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Someone. Oh, it even laughs the same
funny.
way. Goodness.
Rocks fall, you will die.
I still remember. I
was actually-
remember that one.
I was actually inspired vaguely by Scooby-Doo for this, and I'm
Sure.
hoping you would get the reference sooner or later.
I didn't watch a lot of Scooby-Doo growing up,
You
so
don't-
I would not have known.
You don't have to. They're pretty formulaic. So
Yeah.
I'm just
once you've
thinking
seen
of
one
that
episode,
weird
you've seen them all.
scene where where the ghost with the skull or whatever, freaking they go outside. Let me see if I can find that scene because that was funny.
Now that I have a bit of
you can keep going on while I'm looking
Sure.
for this.
now that I know what it's based on, I can hear the laughter better, and
Yes.
it fits perfectly.
There it is.
Give, given that everybody in my house was asleep, I wasn't going to try to recreate that laughter.
Yeah, no. That's It'd have to be a certain type of crazy to try it that loud.
This freaking scene is just
Yep,
too funny.
Yep, this dude right here.
Oh, that is the guy?
Yeah.
I thought he had a diving mask.
There was a diving mask guy too that was very similar, mind you.
And he was
It's-
actually glowing green.
Yeah. It's cut and paste. I think he was actually glowing green too. But you know, these are videotapes from the 1960s, and remember that was
But I just
that was
this scene
68
where
or so. That was almost 5 years before I was born.
And Scoob.
And,
Just get the
and
heck
Frank
out.
and Frank Welker was there.
All right.
But yeah,
So we find this guy's footprints, right?
yes. And they're leading in a northerly direction, very conveniently.
Oh boy, it looks like he's headed the same way that we need to go, huh? Should we? I have a feeling we should keep an eye on it as we keep going up north. Hopefully, we don't come across him too quickly.
Indeed, we shall follow at a steady pace, but not such a quick pace.
Yeah, I haven't seen footprints like these before, so best to tread carefully.
Perhaps he is some ghost.
Gundark looks
Or
at them
that
and says,
spirit.
Gundark looks at them and says, I believe these were made very recently, just last night.
Oh dear, so these footprints are still fresh. Oh.
Do they lose their glow after some time?
Well, when the
what happens.
sun comes up, yeah. I didn't plan far enough ahead to tell you what happens if you stick around till tonight, so
Okay.
if you really
we're
want
probably
to, I'll
not.
figure something out. But
No. We're probably gonna head to the mansion.
That's most likely where we're gonna go. Prophecy aside.
Indeed.
Let's keep
Okay,
an
so-
eye on this thing while we head up north. Yep.
so I'm gonna pull a time skip here. It's about noon, and after following the footprints, you find they lead up to a gigantic mansion. It's got a big iron fence around it, and the footprints go right through the gate.
Ooh.
All right. So I guess
like-
we will find this fellow in there.
Looks like our mysterious friend has some sort of residency here. Hopefully it's not too. Hopefully they're not too hostile.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I was talking with somebody about like university degrees and stuff, and when he said residency, I'm like, yeah, he gives lectures all the time up there. He's tenured he's
Oh.
tenured as well, you know.
We got some good timing tonight, folks. Like
No.
this.
No, I'm just really tired and drinking vodka. That's all it is.
Oh no. That only adds to it, actually. Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of diminishing returns on that. So, so,
All right.
so what do
Okay.
what I want to do? It's a beautiful mansion. You know, property value around $2-3 million. Groundskeepers, stables, you know, helicopter landing pad.
What does the land look like around the mansion?
Like is it like the land around Professor X's mansion?
No,
or
I
is
was
it
talking
something-
about like landscape. Like, are we in like a forest, or is it like a
Ah.
beach, or?
You're coming out of the forest to the mansion itself.
Okay, so
Behind,
it's still surrounded by forests, right?
it's cleared to a certain extent, like say about 50, let's say 100 feet between
Okay.
where the forest ends and the gate begins. And you can see there's a path leading up to the door, and there's like a cemetery around it where there's cenotaphs and monuments and stuff like that.
What are cenotaphs?
A cenotaph is basically a big rock memorial to whatever. It could be a person, place, event.
Thank you.
You know the Vietnam War Memorial?
Yes.
That would be a cenotaph. Hey, you want to talk something about
Okay.
Americans? Make it about war, they understand.
Well, I just didn't know that vocabulary word.
Yes.
I may be a writer, but I don't know every single word.
Ah, that's what that is. Yep. Cenotaph. Very well.
So,
Okay.
like I said, the footprints go through it. And I guess they're going to start to fade a little bit because it's the noonday sun. You know what? You can see the footprints because it looks like this path is not particularly well traveled. Outside of the cemetery behind the gate, you can see that there's a lot of long fields and what seems to be like a track going around.
All right. So a track going around the mansion?
Not into the cemetery, but like in the front, you can just see the mansion's in front of you, but in front of that, you can just see at the corners where there's a large track going around.
Yeah, but is the track
Ah.
tracking around the mansion, or is it just...
It goes around in front. You're in the back, it's in the front.
Okay. So it
All
goes
right,
around
in the
to the
mansion.
front. So we're in
Yes.
the back of the mansion. All right.
Well, yes. Or from your perspective, I guess the front of the mansion is in front of you and the track is in behind.
Okay.
It'll make sense.
Oh.
It'll make sense in a minute. It'll make sense in a minute.
Sure. Okay.
We probably don't know if we're in the front or the back, though. The characters don't know. So, all right. So, are we going to knock, or what do you think we should do?
Knocking would be a good idea. It would be the friendliest thing to do.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea. What do you think, everybody else? Gundark?
Gundark is just eyeing the cenotaphs and yes, knock.
Yeah.
No, Gundark.
Alright, so Tarkarian will not. I guess Tarkarian will try to knock on the gate with his small hands.
Tink, tink.
No. Let
Tink,
me
tink,
do that,
tink.
my friend. Let me do that, my friend. So I just grab knock. Just like,
The gate swings open in front of you.
Well done.
all right. I guess.
It's like being invited. Something
Yeah, I
must
guess
have
we're being
invited him.
invited in.
You were invited in by Tenacity's fist.
It's never behind schedule. This one. Oh, looks like a
This
really
was not an
welcome.
elegant reveal of gate. No, she hit it. It went.
Oh, I
You
see.
just punched the darn thing.
You
just
punch it
punched
and
the
it
darn
falls
thing
over.
open.
And like the door falls over.
Can you let
I
us
see.
in?
It is a very old door.
I'll let us in for us.
Well,
Alright.
that was just the gate. You still have to go through the cemetery, and you notice that the footprints disappear halfway into the cemetery.
Well, it is a ghost.
It
I was
disappeared
correct.
into nothing. Oh. I wonder.
I told you it was a ghost.
The lerp says, "Yeah, let me at him. Let me at him." Jude's
Don't-
here.
don't
Scrappy
Don't
Doo.
remind me.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't remind
There's
me.
a whole bunch of Scooby-Doo references in this game that I'm not gonna understand because I didn't.
Well,
Yes.
They'll
Next
explain
week
it.
we'll be doing the Magic the Gathering episode.
Oh. Better make sure I have all my mana open.
Okay, no, just
I don't do control anymore. I go more tempo. But anyways, yeah, it's like
aggro mid-range. Anyway,
okay. So The footprints are
Alright.
gone. What do we
So,
need to do
do they
here?
like go into the stop at the ground, or is there?
Up.
Did they stop at a grave?
No, it just kind of stops dead where it is.
Okay, so there's no particular landmark there. It's just gone.
Well, there's graves, but nothing really lines up with it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go try and stand where the footprints are.
Well, you think it's a rather nice day. The ground is comfortable, not too curvy. You know, the sun is lovely.
Okay.
Reminds you of some happy times when you were a child, surrounded by the graves of your enemies.
Feeling a certain sense of bloodlust from this one.
I was just wondering if there was some kind of secret entrance here. Maybe
Oh.
we could try to step on the gravestones or something.
Let her have one dramatic moment. Now she wants to destroy everything.
Well, I was just gonna
What?
stomp on the gravestones. I wasn't gonna destroy them, but that would probably still destroy them, though.
No respect.
I'm gonna go
No
touch the
respect for the
gravestones.
dead.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
This
This happened in a TV show I was watching, so this is why I have this idea.
Ooh.
I didn't anticipate
Target.
this, but welcome to the land of cardboard. No, wait.
Targaryen.
These are Hollywood back sets.
Next thing you know, Tenacity's just destroying buildings like a Godzilla set or something. just give her an armor that's like a rubber suit and just have her go nuts on a set.
No, not doing Super Sentai.
Oh man. That's another one. So is Tenacity destroying some of the gravestones around us?
No, they're
Is that
actually
happening?
they're actually quite sturdy.
Yeah,
Nice.
I would just, like I said, I'm just touching them because
Yeah.
I feel, yeah, because I just want to see if there are any secret entrances or something. Because, like
Well,
I said,
there's-
that happened in a TV show I watched.
Targaryen-
Nothing
will
reacts,
do the
but the
same.
same token, like there's tons of gravestones and tons of ways to touch them. So
Yeah.
that sounded wrong. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway,
It would
The-
be worse
the-
if they were made of marble.
the statue now has a smile on his face. No.
And then Targaryen's like, wait, that's not the lever. Anyway,
No, that's it. Keep going. Keep going.
pull the lever, Crunk.
Why do we even have that lever? One of the best Disney movies ever, I swear.
On the most meta as well. So good. So,
The Lerp-
so
the
nothing-
Lerp
no luck
sees-
from the gravestones.
The Lerp sees what Tenacity is doing. He says, "Let me try."
Oh. Have at it, little
Shit.
buddy.
So he
Is
breathes his
anything like-
acid and destroys the statue.
All right.
How could I have forgotten?
Did that work?
It didn't seem to do anything.
You give it
Here,
a
my
makeover.
friends, join me in stepping on these gravestones and trying to touch them. There's got to be a secret entrance here somewhere.
You hear someone clear their throat.
Did it come from behind me?
I don't actually know which way you're facing. So north, east, south, or west? Which way are you facing?
I'll just guess and say I'm facing south.
Okay, it did come from behind you.
Oh,
That's
there's
not,
somebody
not,
behind me?
not immediately behind you, and not in a threatening way. Just a, kind of polite.
I turn around. Oh, hello. I wasn't trying to destroy anything. We were just seeing if there was a secret entrance.
And who might you be?
He's a well-dressed man, and he looks at you and says, "My name is Jeeves. I am the caretaker of this place. Well, one of them at least. And at the risk of being rude, could I ask you to please stop manhandling the statuary?
I will. I'll go back then.
Oops.
He's more mad at the lerp than he is at you.
Oh,
Fine, sir.
alright.
I did not know there was someone actually here.
That's quite all right. Most of us don't make much noise. Can I ask why you're here?
Well, we were following someone.
Or whatever it is.
Are the footprints still there, or are they gone?
There was a set of footprints we were following up here. Actually led to this very spot that we're at right now.
The footprints are
Sorry,
still
listen.
there, so he comes out, looks out, and says, "My goodness, I've never seen the like."
We're not.
Well, if you must know, sir, we have extremely good caretakers around here. This is where the prince keeps his horses. And it's our job as a staff to make sure that the prince is greeted with the utmost hospitality and his horses are maintained in top condition. At the present time, the horses are off as the prince is waging some war or another, so we have some space available.
All right.
Are you?
Are you
so you're-
offering hospitality, or?
Well, whatever this is, I see no reason to impede your quest. So, if you have anything, just simply ask me. My name is Jeeves.
All right. Thank you, Jeeves.
Anyone get
But
that?
yes, we are just investigating this person that has apparently invaded the prince's horse stable here.
I think perhaps
Moth,
it
yeah.
might be useful to meet everybody in the house, since obviously something strange is going on here.
If
Yes.
there's others that we can talk to here, we'd much like to meet them.
He beckons you inside, and I'm guessing everybody follows him.
Yes. Ask
What is
Jeeves. It's like the very first search engine, that site, wasn't it?
It was one of the
Well,
first
I just
ones.
know Jeeves is like a butler name. That's why I laughed when I heard that.
Yeah. Well, like Mike said, it's Ask Jeeves was one of the first really intelligent ones. Like before that, you'd have Alta Vista, where you'd have like, if you wanted to search something, you'd be like, fish tank 15-gallon used. Whereas Ask Jeeves was the first one you could say, where can I find a 15-gallon used fish tank? So it was the first
Yeah,
one.
I wasn't really on the internet in the 90s. I mostly just played computer games.
This is late 90s, early 2000s. But
Yeah,
yeah, they all got torpedoed by Google pretty much.
Yeah.
pretty much.
But-
That's
but-
about. These are all pre-Google.
But Jeeves is such a stereotypical butler name, and I just
Yeah.
thought,
That's why I was laughing at it.
I just thought it'd be funny when he said, "Ask me anything," because that's what the prompt used to say.
I knew.
Ask me anything.
I knew that's what I kind of knew that's what you were referencing
Yep.
there. I know my old I know some old websites like that. It's fun.
Don't speak to me of the deep magic which I was there when it was written.
Yes.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
That was Liam Neeson?
Yeah, he was Aslan.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, they got to do a better job crediting the voice actors, so you're not sitting there through like 20 minutes of credits and stuff like that to find out, oh, that was Mark Hamill or whoever the hell it was.
Mark Hamill's a good voice actor.
Yep.
Who knew the whiny farm boy would turn out to be one of the most sadistic villains in Batman's arsenal?
Right. Or pirate who's obsessed with candy and likes to mess with kids.
Oh God! Did you see? Did you see who they're proposing as the replacement for Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, Dwayne
What?
Johnson. Oh my God,
Johnson?
no. Well, he's in
Kidding me.
every movie these days, so of course they would do that. I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna see any parts of the Caribbean movie that does not have Johnny Depp. I'm just
Sure.
no.
I
Didn't
would
even
be
know that was a
I would
thing.
be willing to if he said I'm getting old, I'm stepping away from the series and have another generation go at it. But The Rock plays his character, and it's just if you got me John Barrowman, who he played Captain Jack Harkness in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
He could
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
pull Jack Sparrow off,
He
but
could
He could do
do
a pretty good funny character, yeah.
yeah,
do it. I think he could do it pretty well.
but like The Rock, he did that already in The Scorpion King, and it wasn't bad, but
Liked the Scorpion King. I thought that movie was fun.
it was a good movie. But I'm taking that character there and trying to put it in Jack Sparrow's place, and it's just not the same as Captain Jack Sparrow when his ship is going down, he just casually climbs up to the head of the crow's nest, steps off onto the dock perfectly.
Yes.
And the entire ship just goes down after that.
Exactly.
That was great.
Just feel bad for Johnny Depp because he didn't deserve all the stuff that happened to him with Amber. So
Well, these
So
I
he's
don't want to
just
say
doing
because I
music
wasn't
now.
there, but yeah,
I know he was probably a little bit stupid with trusting Amber, but I don't know.
Eh,
love is
Dude
blind
just
and
seems-
deaf and dumb.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Considering how many relationships the guy goes through, he has to have some problems with love or something.
It's 2023. In the 1970s, I'd agree with you.
Yeah. Well, he just might have some I don't know. He just probably has it might be hard for people to just understand him maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe that's why it's hard for him to hold on to relationships. I don't know.
Probably. Oh man.
Anyway, so you're heading into the house, and Jeeves says to you, "Who would you like to speak to first?"
Well, who is in your house? Who is in your
Who
house?
is,
The
who is
princess.
available at the moment?
The prince has spared no expense, so the inside is taken care of by elementals. We have fire
Oh.
elementals, water elementals, air elementals. They get the cleaning done, they get the cooking done. They take any form you like. If you wanted to say a butcher, maybe a baker, or if needed, a candlestick maker.
Boo!
Oh man. We're going deep tonight, folks.
It's not me, it's the vodka. Anyway,
No, that's the best part. I know, all the more reason.
I've had 2 sips. I'm blaming the alcohol.
Mercurian's gonna pipe up here and say, water elementals. I've always been fascinated by
What are
aqua
elementals? I feel like Tenacity wouldn't know.
Yeah, they would probably be relatively rare where she came from, so. Jeeves is pleased that you asked him a question. And he says, elementals are actually from other planes of existence. A water elemental comes, for example, the plane of elemental water, where it's nothing but water. An air elemental comes from the elemental plane of air, where it's filled with nothing but air. They're particularly useful on this plane where so many things are going on. You can give them a specific task and they will execute it perfectly. Like, for example, he calls out and a beautiful woman appears looking like its body is made out of clouds. And he says, I think we'll need the spare bedroom done up. Can you please go up and give it a dust? The woman curtsies and then vanishes, but you can see her smoke form going upstairs.
Oh.
I see.
Gundark says, I want to try that. G says, go ahead. He says, just 1 minute. And he goes over to the corner. And you hear him mutter something.
Oh. Just what's happening here, gotten dark.
Just a minute, just a minute. He's given
Oh, he's gonna have
a reasonable size bag, not too big, not too small, which he quickly puts away in his pouch and then rejoins you. And when he joins you, um, you can smell something strange. Tarkarian, you know it's sulfur.
Oh, what in the world are you doing with that? Man, that's... You're using sulfur here? What's going on, gun?
It's something a friend of mine once taught me that might come in handy.
Not gonna blow anything up here, are you?
Not here.
Here, you say. What exactly are
Does this
you
have
doing,
something to do
Gundar?
with the strange being?
Gundark says, no, this is my own project.
Ah.
They were just kind enough to fetch some things for me.
Oh,
All right.
oh, you had
Very
the
well then.
elementals fetch... You had the elementals fetch something. Let's see.
Yes,
Well,
where we met, there are elementals that the cultists use. And I never really had the chance to deal with one. But now that I had my opportunity, I wasn't going to let it go.
oh,
All right.
I can see no fault in that. Hopefully that project of yours will come to fruition, whatever it is. Hmm.
Oh,
Let's
jeez.
see.
Sorry, jeez, forgot to finish. After the elementals, we have stable hands outside that, right now they're not too occupied, so they might be very agreeable to talk with.
Stable hides out there. We'd be able to go see them now then.
Oh, absolutely.
There.
I insist. There's only so many times that you can clean out the barn.
I'm sure. Hopefully they don't mind a little company while at it. Where can we find them?
Out the front, just follow your nose.
Just follow your nose. That
Follow
sounds
your
very
nose.
lovely.
Trust me, I don't want to spoil the surprise, ma'am.
Oh,
Making
dear.
these like fruit-based horses or something. Just follow your nose.
No, Toucan Sam is not here. It's kind of the opposite of Toucan Sam. Stable hands are kind of around all the worst parts of an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of what the smell was.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
I mean, you can try to eat it for breakfast, but you better have a real stout constitution, and I will be making you roll at a disadvantage.
Oh man, that is indeed lovely.
Speaking of lovely, my laundry just finished, so hold on a second.
Laundry break. That's good.
I'm gonna go get some more noodles. Hang on.
Cool. All right. How's my battery looking here? Oh. Ask about that. Ugh.
Ah, I am back.
Hello again.
Hello.
I wonder if Damien is still with us. I forgot what happened to him.
You mean was he the person that was gonna join us, or? Because he said he had some surgery or something, right?
I don't remember. I'll have to check. I'll have to ask the DM that one. last thing I remember happening here is that Damien brought us to the well. But I don't know if he stuck
That
around
was,
after.
I thought you were talking about the other player that was gonna join us.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh, no.
like I said. I'm still trying to figure out whether he's alive. But by the way, you guys did leave Damien in the forest.
Yeah, shoot, we did, didn't we?
That's why I keep telling you, take notes, take notes, take notes. Fortunately, I anticipated that. He has been
Yeah.
rescued, kind of.
Kind of.
But yeah, someone's very mad at you because you didn't prevent the prophecy from happening. We'll find out more about that in the coming weeks.
Ooh, lovely. Gonna make an enemy out of the poor kid. Guess we'll see.
Well, that's
So
okay.
it's
This actually works out better because my original plot with him, it was going to be really finicky to get him to where he wanted to go. Now it just happens.
oh, this ought to be good. Hmm.
You talk to the stabled hands, and pretty much to a man, they're all complaining they don't like the prince. He doesn't treat them well. They eat crappy food while, Jeeves and his servants, when they're there, get the best of the best. And, yeah, just it's a hard knock life for them.
Are they like a particular species or
Human.
just human? Okay. I
All
thought
right,
there were
all-
gonna be some special species or something.
The prince isn't particularly racist, but, they're his trusted circle, so.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Just the fact that there were elementals and everything. So.
I was kind of curious about that, but we'll
If
go
you
with
want
this.
the Beast Castle, then you gotta sing.
Talk, just animated objects instead of people. Alright. So I guess we're gonna go see if we can talk to these guys.
Yep, like
Figure out what's going on with them.
like I said, they pretty much universally hate the prince because of the conditions that they're
Oh.
given. He's taken all their horses, so now they're not even sure what they're supposed to be doing. And
Well, we'll talk to them. Did you happen to see a green man walk around here?
the stable hands think that you're crazy, but the stable master comes up and says, "Ah, I know of what you speak. It's the ghost."
Oh.
Aha! It is a ghost.
I'll be darned. Looks like he might be right after all. So there's a ghost. There's a ghost around here, you say?
Yes, with all the elementals around there, the dead have gotten unquiet lately. I've seen the Green Man.
Green Man. Did you see him coming this way recently? As we followed his footprints to this mansion. That's actually how we found you guys.
All I know is he wakes up late at night and then wanders off into the forest. He has a laugh like a man possessed.
like this guy's laugh.
Oh dear. Sounds like something you can hear for miles and miles if you're not careful. Know what he ends up? Do you know what he does in the forest?
I've never followed
Why
him.
he goes there?
Why? Probably the reason why the rest of us are thinking about getting away from the prince.
You think this has something to do with the prince? This ghost?
I can promise you it has nothing to do with me. Might be that Jeeves. It would be like him to pull a weird stunt like that.
How do you
Suspect-
know he's weird? What have you seen him doing?
Whenever the prince comes, you've never seen somebody kiss as much butt as that Jeeves does. Anything he says.
Well, you would expect that. It's his job.
I don't think you understand me, madam.
Yes, I
There.
guess I don't.
They're a little too friendly for the likes of us.
Oh, between Jeeves and the prince, you're saying?
Yes.
I think there might be something a bit more going on between them.
Mm,
A bit more than just business relations.
It's more than I care to say, but what I will say is that ever since they started pulling the horses out and doing their strange activities, that nocturnal ghost has shown up.
Like
So this all
strange
started after
activities,
the-
like rituals?
I don't know much about rituals, ma'am. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm a stable master. I can tell you anything about a horse. I can tell you which side is the front, which side is the back, which side to stroke the brush.
The horses seem strange when they come back after these strolls or activities, as you call them.
Well, they're going to war, so they're never quite the same again. But other than that, they're pretty much horses.
War
Alright.
horses.
So when you're saying strange activities, you're just talking about war, right?
I don't know how to explain what I have seen.
Do you think any of your stable hands, have they seen anything?
No, I make sure they're in bed. No point to them
Alright.
getting mixed up in whatever this matter is.
All right.
I can't fault you for that, I suppose. So these activities seem to have started up right as the prince goes off to war with his prized horses, huh?
Oh, he's constantly at war raiding this village or that village. But this is the first time he's pulled the horses away for this long. There's rumors he's got it in his head he wants to campaign on the mainland.
Dear, this guy seems pretty ambitious. This is a pretty big place, isn't it?
Well, with those monsters loose, I can't say I blame him for wanting to get rid of at least one or two of them.
I would think he would want to take advantage of the chaos.
The prince is not necessarily an evil man. Just egotistical, conniving, devious, ill-natured, and really unpleasant to be around, but not evil.
Everything else, huh? Curious, does he have... I wonder what drives him to wage war, aside from that thing. Does he have like a vendetta against a certain faction or anything?
Perhaps he's just trying to make a name for himself, like many leaders do.
That I don't
I
know.
would know.
But I can tell you he is very enthusiastic about it. He calls it the sport of kings.
Sport of Kings? Found come across some pretty rowdy factions on our trips up here. I hate to wonder what would happen if the prince came across them. Those guys that raided that orc village. I
Yes.
don't know if he knows
That-
them.
Oh, the Knights
They
of
never
Purity?
crossed blades. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The very same.
they tend not to come north very much. Although I have heard tell that they do have dealings with the prince.
I had a feeling they might have, if the prince seems to be as warmongering as you're explaining him to be.
However, that rascal Augustus also has dealings with the prince.
Well, shoot, this guy gets around, huh?
Hmm.
We've had our own encounters with Augustus at his place. Very, very guy seems
Interesting
very-
person.
Guy seems very adept with his craft. Let me tell you, a heck of a place.
Alas, adventurers, I wish I could tell you more, but my knowledge is limited.
Well, we do. It's nice to have someone to cooperate with in these things. So your knowledge is very well appreciated.
If an old stable master might offer you a piece of advice, sleep
Yes.
lightly tonight if you sleep at all.
All right, we will keep that in mind then.
With everything going on as of late, keeping a vigil would probably be the best idea.
Yes,
And
perhaps
if
we
we
will
do
have
need to
someone
rest.
keep watch every few hours or so.
We
Perhaps we
get
could keep an eye out for that ghost.
Damn, I'm glad I threw that in. I was just about to cut the conversation. I'm like, maybe I should give them the hint.
yeah.
See, you've pretty much interviewed everybody because I didn't want to role play every stable hand.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. With the amount of time it would have taken you, it's probably about time for dinner.
All right.
Jeeves beckons you to join him inside.
Oh, wait, Jeeves, do you have anything? Do you have anything for our pets here? I got a snake and she has a falcon.
But
Yes,
of
and
course, if you will just join us at the table, we'll take care of you.
Okay,
All
I wasn't
right.
sure what your policy. I wasn't sure what your pet policy was. So
My master has
Tell him.
many pets. Trust me, you're not the first. You won't be the last.
very well.
So, they escort you through to a proper royal dining table.
Oh,
You know where. Remember the Michael Keaton Batman movie, the first one, where it's so big that
I haven't seen that.
well, it's so big that they can't talk, so they have to go
Yes.
to Alfred's chambers just so they can have a table small enough. Kind of think of that.
Wow.
So like you're all seated together, but I'm saying imagine this big frickin' thing, and
Just a long
For
table.
some reason, I'm thinking of the table from Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that's not that big.
extended a little bit, or the Peter's ancestor, the king of Denmark, Griffin, where he's saying more women, more wine, more table. And they're building more as he's there. I'm having a heart attack. Is there a doctor? I am, but he couldn't get there in time, and that's why in Denmark we now have small tables.
Oh my gosh.
But think
So
of
who's that?
all the opulence you can imagine. Art displays of armor. Statues with like ruby eyes and stuff. Yeah, nice roaring fires to keep the place warm.
Prince's wealth definitely precedes him.
You're
No
served
wonder.
roasted pheasant, roasted boar. Just picture an Asterix comic, and that's pretty much it.
Oh ho ho ho. I imagine Tenacity must be really enjoying this.
This is a feast!
Finally, a feast worthy of me.
Yes, exactly. I bet Tenacity's gonna eat like Thor
Yeah.
at that wedding scene or
Yeah, you-
whatever. It eats like so.
I was just about to say that. She'll be like, this drink. You like it. Another!
More. Yes,
It's
your
just
drinks
on
just
his
seem
stool
to
nibbling on something.
your drinks just seem to magically refill. It's a nice mead, so
I like this drink. Another.
You'll be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
well. No offense, but given the company you keep, I'm pretty sure Tenacity is the drinking champion.
Yes.
I will unashamedly admit that she is the drinking champion in the group.
It's like that one scene from with Legolas and Gimli tried to outdrink each other. And I just Legolas like, I think I'm getting a reaction. Have you seen that, Michael? The deleted scene where Gimli
I
and
didn't know.
Legolas have a drinking competition?
Oh, I didn't know that was a deleted scene. I didn't know it. I'll have to check that out later. It's always cool to see. Tarkir.
And just
I don't
Gimli
know.
goes under the table, and Legolas is like, "Well, that's that then."
That still only counts as one.
He had like
Um,
10 of them.
You
And
notice
like Legolas had no reaction.
after a couple of drinks, you notice that Gundark seems to be particularly clumsy and keeps dropping his knife on the floor.
Want to be careful of that blade of yours, sir.
Oh,
Gotta save it for the food.
I've this mead is wonderful. I, I can't quite. Yeah, food.
Gundark is just having the time of his life. What about you, Lerp buddy? Enjoying the food okay there?
More food.
Food. He's probably got drunk so fast. Those guys are so tiny.
The scary part is, I invented the damn race, and I don't know what their alcohol tolerance is. Either incredible,
Well, if they're-
either incredible or none. And I think it's more fun to have them have no alcohol tolerance.
Let's just hope they
yes.
don't go crazy.
No, they're just too perfect otherwise. You know, they got to have a weakness.
Yeah.
So I think they have no alcohol tolerance. So like he had a sip of the mead. And
Oh, this tale. And okay, maybe the Lerp isn't this crazy, but I'm kind of thinking about this scene. Oh, that's what you're worried about? So I just saw your message in the chat there too, Liz.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a freaking murder mystery thing. It was starting to set up to be like a murder mystery with the butler and all that.
Done it. But yeah, if the Lerp ever loses his mind, I just kind of picture him kind of shredding through a piece of pie or something, the way that this mouse is trying to eat Sylvester. I don't know.
so you're finishing up with your feast, and Jeeves bursts into the room and says, "Excuse me, sirs and madams. Might I borrow you for a moment?"
All right. What is it, sir?
What's the situation, Jeeves?
I think it would be better to show than to explain. With me.
Very well.
He takes you out to the servants' quarters. You can hear the stable hands, partying with their bread and water. And he opens the door to the stable master's room. He's lying on he's lying on the floor, completely, eyes closed, skin pale and clammy, and not breathing.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, this isn't good.
I
You
just
okay?
stand by the door like,
Hello?
wake up, sir!
You wanted the murder mystery, it was just waiting for you.
Oh dear. So what happened here, Jeeves? You just
I
found
didn't
him
want a
here?
freaking murder mystery, but whatever.
It's too bad you're getting a murder mystery. It's not like
You
I
get a
can.
murder
It's not like I
mystery.
can bring him
You
back
get
to
a
life
murder
now.
mystery.
It's okay.
Actually,
I guessed I knew it would be some kind of murder mystery.
I can bring him back to life now. I can do anything, but
It's okay. It's okay.
no.
Great, great googly moogly.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What
Yeah, I just
happened
kind
to
of
him?
go over into him like, wake up, sir! Wake up! Okay, he's dead.
Oh goodness, he is indeed. Were you able to see anything that happened here before this, Jeeves? What happened to this poor soul?
Jeeves says, unfortunately, one of my elementals alerted me to this. I don't know what happened.
You think we could
Oh,
ask
dear.
the stable hands if anything occurred?
I don't really want them to panic, given that their mentor just died. I can take you to the one that reported it to me. I have him sequestered in chambers at the present time.
Is
think
that
that
a
would be
stable hand
ideal.
or an elemental or?
I think it's an elemental.
Yes, an
It
elemental.
says. You should like to speak to the we like to see if we can communicate with this elemental.
I will make sure it is possible. So you go in. He sets up a little magic box in front of you, and it says,
Oh.
"Speak into the box, and the elemental will answer." This is just a way to make sure that they're telling the truth. Elementals can be crafty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, noted. Yeah. They have a mind. They have minds of their own. Oh, oh, are you there? As Tarkarian
Can you hear
speaks
us?
to the box.
I am here.
All right.
So you're the one who alerted Jeeves to this body that we have here now, correct?
The body in the stable master's office was found by me.
All
Did you
right.
see? Were you able to see anything? Can you tell us anything that you saw happen before the body became the way it did?
The stable master and I had an understanding. I would bring him out some wine every night. When I went to do that today, I found him as he was.
Mm.
Oh dear. Did you see anything around him at the time that you found him?
His usual supper. A bit of
Is there
mutton,
any,
a little bit of greens.
seemed like a really healthy fellow. Is there anything out of the? Did you see anything out of the ordinary around him? Anything green or glowing, or any unusual marks on the ground?
And none that I saw, but my senses in this realm are limited.
Let's see.
I'm
Bless
sorry, ma'am. I did not mean to put dust up your nose.
I told
I've-
you guys I'd be sneezing a little bit today.
I was
Tenacity is allergic
nervous.
to water. Should have told me you were allergic to water elementals. I would have been more careful. I don't know what elemental this is. I'm just making an assumption.
It was air, but it can be water. It's not going to make a big difference to the plot. So
Yeah.
I just
So,
figured an air elemental could sneak it out easier than a water elemental. But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
true.
Earth elemental is right out.
So,
Earth is right up.
so you just found him dead on the floor. Absolutely nothing else disturbed.
Did you see
Almost
anything as you were going to see the stable master?
I saw that outside, which is not something we always get to see. It was beginning to get dark. The grass was growing just as it should be. And then after I opened the door for the bottle of wine, I unfortunately saw him.
Oh,
Perhaps we should do our own investigation of the room as well.
yeah, that'd probably be the next best thing to do. Whatever caused him to perish, there's like no signs of it anywhere. Almost as if they were a ghost.
Is there some way you can sense if there was a ghost with your magic or something, friend?
Hmm.
There are ghosts all around. You live in a plane that you do not see its limitations. If you have seen a shark, only its fin is visible above the water, and yet the whole shark is underneath. You concentrate on the shark's fin. Just as me, you do not see my true form. So, ghosts are like a shark underneath the water. quietly swim by you, but you do not even notice it. Glad you
I was
changed it to a
actually
water
talking
elemental.
to Tarkirian, but okay.
You're,
That was pretty eloquent, but I was actually talking to Tarkirian,
No.
but okay.
no, because you said that, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a water elemental. This is fantastic. This is the greatest retcon in history.
Well, I think that fits the narrative still very well. Like, the elemental just pipes in as you're asking me something. I don't think that seems too far
Well,
out there.
Thank you for letting me know that, friend. I was talking to Tarkirian too, but I liked your input as well.
In fact, it's most appreciated.
That's
It's
actually
good to know that there
that's
are more
actually
among us.
the book that I'm writing right now. That's what I'm trying to work on, so that the humans are not perceiving everything that's in another dimension. So that's how, since it's 1899, they don't really know about icebergs. So that's how the character describes what they're seeing. So
Cool. Okay, so that's
that was my
Here we
chance to
go.
try the dialogue out for size, and
I thought that was pretty eloquent. Pretty
It's
nice.
pretty poetic, certainly. Oh, hiccup.
like I said, that sudden retcon, just everything came into view for me for 1 second. It's like, oh, who's been reading my Christmas list? It's here early.
Yep.
Anyways,
Really early.
talk amongst yourselves for a second. Okay, hold on.
Right.
Okay, so maybe he has to go do something, looks like.
Guess I had to step away for a minute or so. Yeah, it's
This is interesting, certainly.
things are certainly kind of coming into shape here.
I was right, it was a murder mystery.
Who done it? Was it you? Was it
Was
me?
it the butler? The butler did it.
I still need to see that movie sometime. The original Who Done It.
You mean Clue or?
Oh yeah.
Or there's actually a movie called Who Done It?
I thought there was. Let me double check right quick while we're on here. Oh. I think there's a movie. I think you're right that it might have been Clue. Thought
Okay.
there was a movie called Who Done It. Was that a Three Stooges episode? I don't know.
Maybe that was a Three Stooges episode. That sounds like that could be a Three Stooges episode.
I think it might have been. But, yeah, I'm kind of looking over my character's abilities here. Level 4.
Sorry for wasting your time, guys.
No,
Oh.
good.
No,
We're
I,
No
just
time
talking
wasted
about-
here.
no, I put a towel in the washer, and it was done. I put it in the dryer earlier, but since it's one towel, I put it on less dry.
Ah, I see.
And it turns out
Oh.
it really meant less dry, as in not dry at all.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, now I've changed that. Anyways, you were talking about.
We were just talking about a. Do you know about a movie called Who Done It? Is that actually a movie?
I think there was a movie like it came out after Clue, and it tried to do the same thing except not as funny.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
because
thought there was an actual movie called that.
No, there.
Okay.
I do believe there was.
Yeah.
Because I was saying like you mean you're talking about the movie the Ultimate Who Done It movie, the Clue movie, but no, apparently there's a movie called Who
Oh.
Done It.
And when she mentioned that, I'm pretty sure that
There was
might have been the
actually-
movie I was thinking about.
You know what? It's a TV miniseries in 2013. Murder mystery reality competition series. 13 people must solve each other murders under the threat of being the next victim. Maybe that's what you're thinking.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Actually sounds like a pretty good show.
it's got a
Yep.
6.9 out of 10, so
Well, so it is
Maybe
a
not
pretty
as good as
thing.
you're thinking.
I always take a 6.9 out of 10 as meaning like if you're our target audience, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, pretty good. That's actually a pretty
Apparently,
fair
the new
assessment.
Ant-Man movie is rotten.
That's I've been hearing mixed reviews about it too, which is a shame because I still kind of want to see it.
It means that Rick and Morty joke is still funny.
Oh, which one?
If Ant-Man and the Wasp can do it, I'm not interested.
Rick.
Whenever
I
so,
don't know what's going.
whenever somebody mentions time travel, he says, "If Ant-Man and the Wasp can do it, I'm not."
They did have like one time travel episode. That was the snake episode.
No, but they kind of backdoored it where it was really going to another dimension.
Oh.
Ain't that lovely?
Because he's also said, "Look, I'm not Doctor Who" a couple times. Oh yeah, did you see they renewed them for another 40 episodes?
Doctor Who?
No, Rick and Morty.
Morty?
Okay.
Oh, so they're
They're
So
renewed.
they're still going.
So remember what he said? Rick and Morty 100 episodes. They're going to get 110 episodes. So
All
Boy.
right. No, he said 100 years.
100
100 years, Rick and Morty.
he kind of said a lot in that little time frame, but
Maybe 100 episodes,
Yeah, he
100 years
did.
or something. I don't know.
I don't. He was
Rick
so.
and Morty forever 100 years. Back when Royland was still at the helm, huh?
Ay, jeez. I'm sure they
Right.
could probably do it without it. Some people were actually saying that he hasn't done like writing in a long, long
Yeah,
time.
I heard the exact same thing. That he shows up, does his voice work, and buggers off.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's
Roiland.
not gonna have a problem with that.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
That's good to hear.
this whole section. Do you want to hear the notes for this?
What you got?
The littler notes written on January the 20th. Do some Scooby-Doo shit about talking to the other servants, with all of them hating the prince and looking after his manor.
Hey.
Scooby Doo this shit.
Didn't say
Freaking
the
ghost
magic
music playing in the
word.
background.
You didn't say
Because
the
it's
magic
Scooby Doo chase
word.
music.
Okay.
Please, Scooby-Doo this shit. That was actually
You're-
from the second Doctor Strange movie. Wait, no.
No, that's
I
fine.
think
That
that's-
was
that's
from No
fair.
Way Home.
Spider-Man's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was No Way
Spider-Man's,
Home,
I'm
yeah.
Sorry. Doctor Strange was in it, but it was Spider-Man's movie. That is correct.
When you decide to go to bed, there'll be a nice Scooby snack on your pillow.
Hey, Lerp, that's all yours. Alright. So,
Anyways, it
we
is
have to
it is
look around the
getting
room now.
relatively dark, but you can still see well enough in the room. You can see the imprint of where the body was, but it's gone.
like a
Someone
chalk
bury
outline of
the
it now.
body? Where did the body go?
Well, who are
Jeeves, where did the body go?
you? Jeeves is in the house.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't come out to the
Jeeves already
servants'
retrieved.
quarters.
Oh,
That's for
Is the
servants.
elemental with us?
No, the elemental is temporarily held in that room with a spell.
Okay.
might have to look around here ourselves then while we still can.
Please, Scooby-Doo this shit.
Just
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
just playing that organ music from the OG series. Pinkies, I found a clue.
Let's split
Okay.
up and search for clues. Or whatever.
I
We
guess
start.
Gundark and the Lerp are Shaggy and Scooby in this case.
Yes. Are they gonna get
Tenacity, don't lose your glasses.
Row Raggy.
Oh wait, no, I forgot that stupid remake. No, you're never going to be Velma.
Yeah, I was like, I
That ain't-
don't think I'm Velma. I think I would be more like
Ain't
I don't
Velma.
know. No, because Tarkaryon's the smart one. He's Velma.
Are you got to start wearing a scarf, or
Yeah.
as it's professionally known, a dickie.
Dickie.
Yeah.
They
Is it
still
actually
make
called a
these?
dickie?
It's an ascot, but it's also called a dickie.
Interesting. I didn't know
that's-
that.
That's actually the thing.
Yeah, and his ascot made fun of by everybody in the whole world.
Yeah, and then they turned him into a complete tool in this new show.
No, that
Goodness.
is not canon. It does not exist. No. My,
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
I reject your your canon and substitute my head canon.
Yeah,
Adam
let's just say
all
that the
Adam
show that
Savage
shall
on
not
this.
be named is not canon. We shall
well.
not mention it while we are playing this Scooby Doo thing.
Yeah, let's get some actual Scooby-Doo characters in on this, huh? All right, so
all right.
I'm just
So
gonna try and
there's
searching around
nobody
the room
can
a little.
Let me think here.
I ain't got nobody.
I would smack you if you weren't so far away.
Oh. All right. I think with the light that we have left, maybe we can just do a little finagling around this room. If
Maybe
there's
someone
any-
came in through a window or something. Is there a window in the room?
There is a window in the room, but it looks perfectly intact.
That's
Well, yes,
all
but
the
does
more
it open?
unsettling.
It does open, but it doesn't look like it's been opened recently. Like it's really dusty and
Hmm.
Is there anything on the ground? I'm gonna have Tarkarians kind of peer. Wonder if- Would this require a perception check or something? Just have Tarkarian kind of gaze around the floor and see if there's anything hidden there.
roll
I'm
against your
missing something in
intelligence.
Do that.
So 1d20, and I don't have your stats in front of me. I know your intelligence is relatively high, 16, I believe. Oh, look at that. The fact I have this stuff memorized is scary.
Let's see what we get here.
16 and under, 16 and under, no whammies, and stop.
Number 7.
So you get down, you look underneath the bed, you see a pair of eyes staring back at you. They reflect the light from behind you.
Oh, Jeeves.
What?
We got another
What's down
body in
there?
here. We have another body among us.
Roll initiative.
Another
Ooh.
body. Uh-oh. Roll initiative.
Oh dear. Here we
Among
go.
Us.
Whoop. It gets to go first. So, it's going to attack.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that right now. Because I didn't see it.
You're kind of flat-footed at the moment. Oh, it hits. Tenacity, what you see is a rat jump out and bite Tarkarian square on the nose.
Okay,
These
and so
guys
he's like
again.
screaming around. "Ah!"
It deals
Oh, not these
It
guys
deals-
again. Ah.
it deals 1 point of damage and then runs away.
Ow.
Oh dear.
Uh,
Are
certain
you
things
alright,
I'm
friend?
getting. For some reason, I'm
Right.
getting some sort of nostalgic vibe.
Oh dear. Are there any
Rodent.
others underneath there?
You'll have to
You should
check.
probably.
Yeah, I guess I know. I was going to check.
Yeah. Tenacity. Yeah,
Oh.
Tarkarian will high five Tenacity and say, "Tag, you're it. It's your turn."
Roll
He walks away
perception
rubbing
against your
his nose.
intelligence.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be different for me.
Tarkarian walks
Oh,
away
let me
rubbing
see
his
here.
nose.
Okay. Oh man.
Well, Tarkarian has
Okay,
19
so
in
it's
all.
slash R, right?
/R 1d20.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get it.
Good
My
news.
intelligence is like 9,
Good-
so.
Yeah, good news is that you don't see any eyes looking out at you.
Alright.
Not the last of them.
No, not like the eyes of that freaking telephone in Skinamarink.
Oh yes.
Have you seen
Close your
Skinamarink? Oh yeah, you I don't know if it's in Canada right now.
No, I don't think it is, or not at least where I can see it.
Yeah.
It's a good movie to watch when you're. A
I
little
got
bit
him to watch it.
inebriated.
So now we both watched it and it is insane to me.
and to be honest, in your current slightly inebriated state, it'll probably be even better.
It might be on Shutter in your area.
It released here in America like earlier this month, so I don't know. I don't know what the schedule is in Canada, so maybe they just have their own thing.
Gundark asks,
So
what are you guys looking for exactly?
We're
I have a
trying to see
suspicion.
if we can find any evidence of the crime.
I have a suspicion on who it or what it may be, but not really seeing anything that kind of adds to it. Just trying to
Gundark,
see
have
if
you
it's
stole anything from this room?
tenacity.
Well, not this room, but I did find this, and he holds up a granite finger.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, is that from a statue?
Gundark says,
That's from the
no,
city.
no, it's from the closet drawer.
Oh,
Finger.
So that's
Why am I
probably
think-
not about the statue our lerp friend got earlier.
Out of character, there's more than one statue. He just nailed one.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking. Sorry, kind of a digression here again, but now I'm thinking about Croc's thumb. Crazy thing.
It's not that ornate.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So you
There.
nabbed a finger.
Friend, look at it. Is there anything interesting about it? Use your magic knowledge. I just grab it and shove it into Tarkarian's face.
Don't give me the finger. Not kidding. I need to add detect magic to my slots here, I suppose. Would this just be a
Don't waste your
Just
time.
be
It's
in
not magic.
okay? Would this just be another intelligence check then to inspect this thing?
Yeah, you can intelligence check anything you like. It's really not that interesting. It's a finger. It goes on a statue.
Okay.
There's, I don't know how I would call it. There's like a pinion that would go in a slot. You would turn it and it would lock into place. That makes sense?
So it's like,
I know carpenter's
does it lead
terms.
to a secret entrance? Perhaps we can see if we can put this on one of the statues.
Gundark says, I don't know. I found it in that drawer over there.
I was mostly talking to myself.
Everyone can hear it. Ah, well. Is there anything else in that drawer? Or is it just that finger?
Yeah, you look, but there's
Okay.
nothing else of interest.
Are there any other drawers or wardrobes or anything?
Well, Tarkarian has drawers. Gundark has drawers. The Lerp has drawers.
Boo. I was meaning like a wardrobe. You know I was meaning that.
I know.
Didn't resist, could we?
Most of my days are spent around a Filipina that mostly speaks Tagalog and also speaks English, so I can't make stupid puns.
Taglish.
She's very smart, don't get me wrong, and she has gotten better over the years. It's just, yeah, I don't get to do this.
Oh, I know how. Believe me, Moth, I know how Filipinas can be.
Yes.
You can't make dad jokes with your daughter?
Well,
To your daughter?
my daughter's fine, but she's very, very tired of puns.
Oh, okay.
Because
Oh, yeah.
her,
That's how it is making dad puns, dude. I get
no,
that.
because Jessa has this habit of talking with her mouth full. So I start making up what she
Oh.
says. And, Angela says, that's not what she's saying. And
Oh,
then my wife says,
man.
I think you need to get your hearing checked. I'm like, no, just close your mouth and chew.
He's Philip.
Just for extra details about my
Filipinas.
life that serve no purpose. 14 minutes to wrap this game up. Oh my god, okay. So,
Oh, okay.
sorry.
Nothing else of interest
After
here.
last time when we suddenly had to go into the 2-minute drill, yeah.
Okay.
but I don't want to.
Understood,
I
understood.
don't want to go like really late. At the same token, I'm excited to get you to a certain point.
See if we
All
can
right.
reach that point. Let's see how close
You're
we can
not
get to that
far
point then.
away. You're not very far away.
Well,
Okay.
like I said, I think this statue. Maybe we should put this finger on a statue. Let's go see if any of the any of the graves in the garden in the cemetery over there have a missing finger.
All right.
Does everyone
Right.
agree? Because I want to go do that.
I'm down to check that out. Let's go ahead and do it. Who knows what we'll find in that arrangement of statues that we passed.
You have to walk through the house. As you open the back doors, something happens, but hang on, I gotta clear my throat for a second. Hold on, I gotta put you on hold for a minute, 30 seconds. Hold on.
Fair thing. That is actually the quantity of an actual moment. A moment actually has a moment used to have a fixed quantity. That actually is 90 seconds. So Moth is actually having us wait for a moment.
Oh, interesting.
Learn some interesting tidbits on the job. So when someone tells you to wait a moment, they're really telling you to wait for a minute and a half.
Interesting. Where'd you learn that?
Said you learn some interesting stuff on the job.
Yeah, we're on the job.
Oh, something my dad told me while we were out in the field.
Cool.
Little bits of trivia about quantitative measures. So whenever someone tells me to wait a moment, I'm gonna time them for 90 seconds. Okay, maybe not, but I'd always have that little tick in my head telling me
The
just
Dan
how
tick.
long they're asking me to wait.
Or semantic or whatever.
So,
I don't know, Liz. Was that less than 90 seconds?
I know. I wasn't keeping track.
It
You were the
wasn't
one who was
either.
keeping track.
I wasn't actually. I'm gonna
Well,
go
you
with my
said
gut
you
and
were
feel
keeping
like it.
track.
I did logistics for over 20 years. Trust me, I keep my times. I'm not
So-
sure whether I'm going
so
to be
you
able
know.
to do this voice today, but let's see whether it works.
Oh, here we go.
You don't know who it is. I have all sorts of different voices.
Well, we think we know who it is because we see the rat.
So you
And before you do,
Oh.
yeah,
no, you go first. You go first.
I was just gonna ask him because I was talking with Liz about this while you were out. Do you know how long an actual moment is?
It changes from moment to moment.
Turns out a moment is actually 90 seconds worth of time.
Oh, really?
And it's something I learned on the job, and I was just telling Liz about that one. Because when he told us to wait a moment, I'm like, he's gonna make us wait for a minute and a half.
Actually,
Little bit of trivia
I
there.
did say a minute and a half. So
Yeah, that's what you was so perfect.
An actual moment. So
unless you
next,
Doctor
next
Who,
time some
unless you Doctor Who, in which case a moment is one of the most devastating, destructive devices of all time.
was that 11's era that they
Yeah,
explained
that was
or I don't know.
that was the 50th anniversary. So it was 10, 11, and the War Doctor's time.
I watched that. I'll have to check that out again.
Yeah. Well,
I
Anyways,
remember watching
Billy-
that in my college dorm room with some fish, and we actually ate fish fingers and custard.
oh.
We had a whole event set up in my college dorm. It was fun.
All right. The voice time.
you walk out the back, and you see a strangely familiar figure coming in from the tombstones. Hello there, everybody. How have you been?
Oh God, this guy.
You again.
We've been better having not seen you for a long time, sir.
It's Roddy the Body Snatcher. Haven't you learned this by now? And good news, I'm not here to kill you today. See, if you're good at something, you don't do it for free. But I have a special present for you. Actually, I'll give you two. The first present I'm going to tell you is wait just a moment. The second present, well, I have someone who I don't think needs any introduction. I present to you the fair lady, and then he points to his side, and Vanity appears. She's wearing a black gemstone on her forehead. She looks at Tenacity and says, "Hello, sister. I see you're still alive. What a shame."
Yes, I am still alive. And it seems you are also alive. But that could change very soon.
She says, "Well, that's actually why I decided to come here. Because this contract is on your life. And I'm giving it to my friend Roddy here." He takes the contract and says, "Now, it's all legal. I'll see you fools later. And, sleep with one eye open. It's the only way." He waves his hands. Portal comes as usual, and he's gone.
So, old foe returns.
Well, like he said, if you're good at something, never do it for free. And he just wasn't getting paid by anybody to kill you.
Yep. Oh boy.
And
Another family
is Vanity still there, or did she disappear with Rodney?
Rodney's going to take her away and do you a favor.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
Another
Liz and I went over Shino's part of the plot line, and yeah, right now fighting her would be a very bad idea.
Oof.
Right, Liz? I think you
You
should.
didn't tell me that much. You just said what the stones were.
Yeah, but you want to enlighten your comrade what that stone does?
You didn't say. You just said it was something like the Infinity Stone,
Something.
like an Infinity
Stone,
Stone.
let's say.
Yes. Remember, she was wearing a black diamond
Oh,
on
that
her forehead.
stone.
Yeah.
Right, the stone that Vanity was wearing, huh?
It doesn't make her completely indestructible, but at the same token, like, you'd have to roll natural 20s all day long to hit her. But
Huge HP boost, huh?
HP boost as well. But there is a way to destroy the stones.
Oh.
But I haven't told Liz that yet. That's
Yeah, that would probably be something you'd want to keep secret.
That's probably going to be in a later installment.
you see, the Scooby-Doo mystery crap was just intended to fill in until I could get something else done. And now I got sessions way down the way planned. Because I have 3 ways I can get you into the state where you'll be able to get rid of the other stones.
Okay.
But
All right.
my problem is, like I told Liz, the problem is going to get her to stop from killing her sisters while she has the opportunity.
Oh.
And you know what? It will be her choice. Honestly, it's your character's choice, and whatever you choose, there might be consequences, there might be benefits. I don't know. I just started scripting this today, and I'm like, this is really fun.
Well,
So we'll see how that
thing.
goes.
So yeah, that's where we're going to. I was trying to retcon her first sister having the stone, but I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't figure out how to insert it in. So I guess that was one of the other sisters that Daddy didn't love very much. But he liked her more than Tenacity. So
Yes.
Yep, I figure Tenacity's family is rather dysfunctional from the ones we've been meeting. So
Well,
you've
family.
you've met two. You actually have a history with her, so you probably have met them. But right now, you've met 2 technically.
yeah, I'm only going off the ones we've already met. So
Yeah.
maybe that is too early to tell.
But no, because you were a researcher in the village, so you probably would have met at least 1 or 2 more. But we're gonna have to.
Right.
Okay, the next sister we're going to plan together, because this will be one
Okay.
you all know, and you'll all have a reason to hate her.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
I figure you're going to be taking on 2 or 3 sisters this time, so.
Oh man.
So yeah, just
sisters.
start your evil brains running because I want the most weird, twisted stuff. No, maybe not twisted, but get creative.
Sisters. Why don't you just give them Why don't you just give them a dose of Chemical X and call it a day?
Hey, I want to see some twisted sisters, man.
We're
Not
not
gonna take it. No, we ain't
No,
gonna
we
take
ain't
it.
gonna take it. Did Michael even know? You didn't even know that song, dude?
Not gonna take
I
it.
need to show him the crazy music video.
Oh.
We're
Hey,
right.
Moth. If
We're free.
We're
We're
free.
fight.
We'll fight.
You'll see.
I know the song. If you really want to go with Twisted Sisters, why don't we just have a giant spaghetti monster turn 2 of them into one giant 2-headed being?
Mm,
Okay.
That
Maybe.
was that
Maybe.
reference a bit? Was that reference a bit of a stretch?
maybe. I'm not gonna say no. It's
Was
it's-
that an Uzumaki thing?
No, it's actually a Magic the Gathering thing.
Ah,
Oh,
I was
I know what
thinking
you're
of the 2 lovers from Uzumaki.
I just didn't understand how Magic the Gathering related to
Here,
Like-
Moth, I'll
like I understand
finish
it,
your question
Br-
first.
what is it, Brizelda and whatever the hell her sister was were merged,
Rosella, voice of Rosella, voice of nightmares, and Sigard is the only
But-
one left.
but the spaghetti. Oh, you're insulting Emrakul.
Yep.
You know, Emrakul is under my summon, and the Eon's Torn, not the wimpy one from later.
Oh yes. Well, the Eon's Torn is the one everyone fears.
Because the Annihilator 6 helps.
Sorry, Liz. A bit of magic.
Yeah, it's
lingo
okay,
here
I'm
for a
good.
minute.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah, basically,
I will.
there's 2 versions of the card. Most people have the wimpy one, and I have the one that basically says, "Yeah, I'm going to completely ruin your day. I'm banned in multiple formats because one hit from me kills you."
But I will say, Moth, I do have a little bit of a softer spot for the Promised End because I actually killed someone with it in Commander once.
No,
Actually,
I've hard
Okay.
cast Emrakul the Eon's Torn on turn 4.
can believe it.
Yeah, a green deck with a sick amount of ramp. And you know what it does for a backup? It mills you, and it's solid green.
Pretty
And
good. Did you
by turn 3, your deck is gone.
have the Urza lands in there too? Or not
Nope.
really? All ramp to get Emrakul out.
Oh yeah, it's super ramp. Anyway, so
So some more sibling drama coming up soon, huh?
that was the basis for this campaign. We've kind of gotten away from it, so I want to put it back in.
Sure.
Yeah, because right now Tenacity is going with everything, but she's kind of like chomping at the bit, going, "Where are my other sisters?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can't." While I want to do other stuff, like it is the point of the campaign, or one of the major plot points. So,
Yeah, I think there's something else that's kind of brewing. I can kind of see.
oh, there's lots of things
Sounds-
that are brewing.
Oh man.
Because I think you're going to have sisters fighting on both sides.
Snip.
Mhm.
Little civil war here amongst family.
Yeah, but not the Marvel one.
Or the American one.
No. We Canadians really don't understand that.
Yeah. That was a very stupid reason that all happened, looking back on it, but
Well, you guys know the War of 1812. And the White House burned, 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 and we're the ones that did it.
Sorry,
Burn, burn, burn.
but a bunch of drunks from Yonge Street destroyed your entire defenses and burned your White House.
Yeah.
You had
I
superior.
still love the Arrogant Worm song for that, though. That was so funny.
You had superior technologies. You had superior numbers. It was your home base. All of our troops were across the pond fighting Napoleon, and we still kicked your ass.
tricky.
Vietnam, Afghanistan. No. We did it in the hard days.
Ooh.
Even today,
Yeah.
we're still beating you at war games, but we're sneaky. Like the last war games we fought, they were supposed to start. Were supposed to start at midnight. So
Oh.
the United States is playing by the rules. They're getting ready to launch at midnight. Our fighters were all armed with nukes, ready to cross the border at midnight.
Ooh.
So we nailed all your fighters on the ground. Yes, our fighters did not make it back, but the same token, they'd done enough damage.
Pyrrhic victory.
And we had other fighters
Aw,
still
man.
lying around, but
Which war is this, or what game are we talking about here?
war games, like actual military war games.
I'm sorry, I do not recognize the term. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
video game or something.
No, this is actually force versus force, and like the Americans have their red and blue teams, and they try to simulate being China or whatever that particular round. And
Oh,
you know,
okay.
they send the soldiers out into the field. They put the fighters in the sky, and they don't really shoot anybody, but they try to figure out everything that's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
So, pretty much giant simulations, huh?
Yes, except real people are out there living it.
Yep.
So it's just a training?
Cool.
Yep, it's training.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
They are
Always interesting to learn a bit more about stuff out in the field there.
they are fun for what they are.
Often do they do it?
We do it every year, but the United States, they almost have one going all the time. See,
Oh.
the top generals, it's basically their job to sit around and have a plan for everything. So, I think it was in 2016, they war gamed what would happen if there was a zombie outbreak.
Oh my goodness.
And they literally came up with plans, to kill a whole bunch of zombies.
I wonder what kind of strategies they use. Incendiaries, napalm, S-wipes. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Probably not much different than what we were using back in the early 90s. It's door to door, kick the door in, fire at anything that moves, and move on to the next house.
Or-
So a situation like what happened in Night of the Living Dead could happen.
Yeah,
That poor
or
man.
or at the end of Shaun of the Dead.
Oh yeah, that movie was something.
I only like zombie movies when they're funny. But
That's when
Night
they
of the
say
Living Dead was cool.
Busan was also pretty good too. I actually like that one a lot. You remember that one, Liz?
What was that?
Train to Busan, that Korean one.
Oh yes, that one was good. That's true. I did like that one.
Yes, but
That was some
yeah,
good cinematography in that one.
it was especially with that huge wave of zombies just flooding that car.
Yeah,
remember
that's what I was thinking exactly.
You and I were both kind of surprised at just how intense that whole minute was. You want to talk about a horde that looks like a force of nature? Those few seconds there pretty much caught that pretty well. I think they did.
So, anyways,
Anyway.
you're on the steps of the mansion. You've just been taunted. No, those are my notes. Taunted by Roddy and Vanity.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we will have to deal with that in the future, it seems.
Things are only gonna get crazier from here.
Let's
Wonder
go
how
try
the
and
rest-
put one of these fingers on one of the statues.
Let's make life easy. So there's 4 statues. The Lerp melted one. There's 3. It's gonna take you like 3 minutes walking around to figure out the one that doesn't have the finger. You find it. I don't really care which one at this point.
Let's
What-
insert the finger.
Let's insert the finger. Yeah, this just suddenly became well above PG-13.
Yeah, it was already too late by the time I could stop myself.
You
Demonetizing
were
the
already making finger jokes.
demonetizing the channel. That's okay. 0 divided by 3 is, oh yeah, you can't divide by 0. Never mind.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be Freddy got fingered.
No,
That movie was an acid trip. I swear.
we don't understand why you guys think Tom Jones, or not Tom Jones, what the hell is his name? We don't understand why you thought it was funny. We never did. We're Canadians. We're like, why do Americans find this guy funny? He's not.
Yeah, we didn't really understand that movie either. It,
Yeah,
it was.
Movie was a fever dream. Like, not as much as Skinamarink was, but
Different kind of fever dream.
exactly. You had to take something different to have that kind of fever dream for Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah. No, his entire comedy is like, he walks up to somebody, pretends they punch him, and he lies on the ground shouting crazy random stuff like, when I fell down and I pooped my pants, and that was his whole thing. And people are like, why is this on TV? Tom Green, that was it. Tom Green.
Tom Green, yeah.
His only good thing was for his show. There's like, this is my favorite show because this is my show. If it was your show, it would be your favorite too. But this is my show. It is a Tom Green show. That's at least somewhat funny. But anyways,
kind of understand.
I'm trying to figure out whether I'm going to throw you a bone or not. I'll throw you a bone. So, you plug Mr. Finger in, and a trapdoor in the ground opens.
The trapdoor! Oh, you thought I was crazy!
Never said a thing.
Gundark says, I didn't before.
Before.
You're not going to beat him and tell him no? Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
Out of character, you know, every time he dropped a fork, he was stealing one of the ruby eyes from one of the statues.
the statues have ruby eyes?
Yeah.
He mentioned that, I
see.
remember.
That's why he's being so good right now. Okay, so what do you want to do? It goes underground, and it's pretty darn dark.
All right.
Although, you know, off in the really far distance, you see a faint flickering light.
Here. We need anything. What's causing that light? Better go see what it is. Can't see
Have
a
we
darn
just
thing
sent
otherwise.
the Falcon?
You could send
They
the
can
Falcon.
talk right now, right?
Yeah, they can talk basically, but
Pinnacle. Sorry, I forgot his name for a moment.
I don't know how willing he's going to be to fly underground.
Oh, I thought the flickering was in was outside. I didn't know it was
No,
under
there's-
the ground.
There's stairs leading down, and then just like out of the corner of your eye, you can just see this faint flickering.
Okay.
And it's just a regular fire color, no greens, no blues.
Sure. Doesn't look very threatening. Probably get a closer look at that thing.
Yeah, you guys have
Can't
Squee
see
with
it.
you. Squee's been very quiet today.
Alright, little goblin buddy.
All right. Well, do we have
Oh.
anything for a torch, or we're gonna
Can
go in
use
there
a
dark?
magic-
You have
I can
Tarkirian.
use a magic. I can use a magic light if that'll help any.
Yes, that should probably help us.
Yeah, cast it on a torch. That way you can carry it with you, or throw it at something.
What, can I just pick up a stick from the ground and just
Yeah.
perch the light on it?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'll have. That's what Tarkirian will do then. Primitive, but as long as it lets us see.
And
So let's make
also,
the
you
place up a
both
little
do
bit.
have dark vision, so
Yep.
you need a little bit of light. It's up to you. Do you want to
So,
cast the light now, or do you want to wait till later? Because your dark vision would get you through to where that light is.
Oh yeah, true.
oh yeah, huh?
Past that, I don't
We
promise.
got dark.
Don't comment.
Well, let's reserve our uses then here. Let's see if we can make it to that light first.
All right.
So what
So-
is down here anyway? It's so dark.
After you all walk down the stairs, of course, there's an ominous creak, and the trapdoor closes behind you.
Of course.
Of course,
We're
we're
going
not here to
back
make.
that way now.
We're not gonna make this easy. Although actually,
But of
I'm going
course.
to need to figure that out because yeah, I didn't leave a way out. Yeah,
Oh dear.
you're gonna be busy.
We're,
I
we're
can-
gonna become we're gonna become terrestrials now.
So you go down.
The underground.
It's going to be about 100 feet, and you hear the sounds of quiet conversation.
Ooh, seems there's people ahead.
Is
Let's
there
let's
more
let's stay
people down
quiet.
here?
It's not.
Let's
It
stay
doesn't
quiet
sound.
and sneak up on them.
It doesn't sound like common. Tarkarian, give me a roll against your intelligence.
All right. One roll coming up. Right.
It's kobold. You didn't learn kobold, but you recognize enough that it's just, they're sharing stories about their day.
Oh. Kobolds. They're out here too. I'm glad there's more of them after the ones we saw in that village. Wonder what they're up to. I wonder how they're doing down here.
Well, the fire going is their light, and they're cooking something on top of it. Doesn't look nearly as appetizing as what you had for dinner.
Oh joy. What do you think? These guys don't seem very hostile. Should we try to communicate?
Oh, I should say, you are going towards the east, and it opens up into a 30 by 30 room. There in the middle, there's an exit to the south.
Okay.
So, technically an exit to the west where you came from, and an exit to the south.
Okay. Nice. I see the shape here. So let's see. Have some company in this room. What do you think, Squee? You think we can talk to these guys?
Kobold's not good for talking.
And I can't really understand much of their language. Do you know that they just seem to be kicking it back and relaxing? Maybe we should just leave them be. See.
Well,
see
we
what else
need to
can
get
do.
out of here. Seems the only entrance is over there. Probably can't
Yeah.
avoid seeing them.
Yeah, well, guess we'll just have to pass by them and see. Perhaps there's got to be another way out around here anyway. So look around.
Yes.
So are you
I guess we'll
going?
do that.
Are you going into the room? What are you doing?
We're gonna go into the room.
Well, the kobolds see you.
We're not here to fight. We just need
Me?
to use this entrance. Maybe we can just go around you. Don't move. You don't need to do anything. Just making it to the exit.
We mean you no harm.
They do
Just
something.
passing through.
They
Aren't it-
pick up their spears.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
They've kind
can we-
of backed into a corner defensively.
Oh,
We're not here to hurt you. We just just
Okay.
going over there. Over there. Just pointing to the exit. They probably can't understand me, but I'm trying.
Tarkirian raises his hands up, kind of, what's the word? Pacifistically? It's like, hey, no threat. No threat here. Just passing through.
Two of them move forward aggressively with their spears, but they don't actually come up against you. They're just, charging.
Yeah.
Kind of fainting. So,
No, they didn't faint.
wait, do you know which, yeah, faint, F-E-I-N-T, not A-I-N-T. The English language, gotta love it. Anyway, so, maybe I'll just kind of, I guess Tarkirian will kind of keep his hands up while kind of just scooching past, circling around past the kobolds, while just trying to get away to the next part of the room. If you can understand what I'm saying.
They don't, but the same token, they seem pretty reluctant to get involved.
Yeah.
More like it's lunchtime,
Alright.
leave us alone. And then,
Yep, don't worry.
then you
Maybe-
and a couple blanks. You don't know what they said exactly, but it's like if the F word and the C word had a baby, and it was raised by all the bad words for black people and Jews.
Rick and Morty reference.
Oh, that's a Rick and Morty reference. Damn.
That's the Rick and Morty reference for Clip Clop.
Yep.
Oh, that's. I remember that.
And then Rick later says, "What up, my Clip Clops?"
Jeez. Man, that's wild.
I just think that description was hilarious. That's
It is.
okay. They let you go. You're going to the south. You've gone about 50 meters or so, and you come to a T junction, leading east and west.
Okay. So, seems we have come to an impasse here. We have come to a fork in the road. Where do you think we should go, you guys? Do you want to take a vote?
Squee, Lerp, and Gundark respectfully abstain.
Okay.
Found it.
So,
Laptop kicked the bucket on me. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh,
Take
hello?
We hear you.
hello.
Take
I
it.
hear you.
Take a second, work it out, and I'll be back because my dryer stopped again.
Yeah, the laptop kicked the bucket on me. Give me a minute here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do something here.
Boot up again.
How's that non-laptop coming?
He's still silent.
I've changed my mind. Squee says right. Gundark says left. LARP says, I'm just happy to be with my friends.
We'll just wait until he comes back.
Oh, we'll give him a couple minutes. But, you know,
Freak.
worst case scenario,
Oh.
he'll send us a message.
The funny thing is, there was a sketch, I think like yesterday, that ghosted, and they're really making it seem like the like the new Papa is going to die, but they're just making it so obvious that I'm just like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know if I told you, but the Papas for ghosts, they die every like 3 or 5 years or so, and then a new character comes in. So everyone's thinking that the Papa that we have now is going to die, but I think Tobias is Tobias is the guy who plays the Papas. I think he's making it too obvious, so I think we're gonna get something else.
A twist, yeah.
Yeah, he's just making it too obvious. There is no way he's just gonna do that, because that's not funny if he does it after that. Because he had a freaking coffin wheeling through a hallway, and the current Papa was like wondering what it was, and
If you could do something like Cats the musical, where like what's her name ascends to heaven and is reborn, then you could do it.
well,
So-
Topia's already ascended, so I don't know if they could ascend again. But there's been like this a promotion or whatever on their posters or whatever that says Jesus is coming, so we'll have to see. I don't know what that's all about. Ghost just likes to being like all anti-Christian, so they'll just make all these songs that are just really satanic because they actually pray to Satan and stuff, and very interesting.
Yeah, that shocked people back in the 70s and the 80s. It doesn't anymore. You kidding?
But you know,
I can have a
Ghost
lineup of
music is
Satanists in
kind
my
of
house.
retro,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'll give it that.
so that's probably why they can do the satanic panic thing or whatever.
The Satanic Panic was just one of the weirdest things to live through. Like,
Yeah, because we had like Dungeons and Dragons and
oh, here's the funny part. There were teachers that were running Dungeons and Dragons clubs at schools, teaching kids how to play. And then other teachers were protesting that it was the tool of the devil and stuff like that. And it was just hilarious to watch them go back and forth.
that's funny. Did you ever see the Chick track about Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, no, I know Chick Tracks very well. I can only imagine what it's saying. Well, they
Yeah,
all
let me see if I
they
can.
all-
Let me see if I can find it, because I think you can find. I think you can find that one online.
yeah, but they all end the same.
Yeah, the Dark Dungeons.
We're doing God's work, but we don't want to get sued.
There we go. Now everything's working
Yeah.
properly.
We're talking about Chick tracks in Dungeons and Dragons. Because we got it on the topic of Satanic Panic after I was talking about Ghost.
Yeah.
Chick.com.
Oh,
Okay, Wizard King. Wow, this is bringing up a lot of crap in the way.
oh. I know I had this.
Dear Microsoft Edge, this is why nobody likes you.
I think they stopped support for that browser now.
No, they
No, Edge is
Oh, no, it's-
stuck on my computer now, and I can't get it to go away.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm experiencing as well.
Uh,
Ha! See, it's stopping us from playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's doing its job.
Oh joy. How lovely.
So, anyways, where we were, I was just saying that Squee wants to go right, Gundark wants to go left, and Lerp says, I just want to be with my friends.
Ah.
What do you think,
Ever-
Tarkarian? Right or left?
Well,
There's
my
not
intuition
any. There's
always-
not any lights, so you might want to fire up that light spell.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we
I
have
think
dark
it's,
vision.
Dark, yes, but not
Yeah.
complete night vision.
but not for
Ah,
pitch black.
okay.
Not for a pitch black area
Yeah.
like this.
And you just did
So-
a 90-degree turn. You're about to do another 90-degree turn. So
Yeah, I think for my first intuition here, I'd like to start off right. So I'm
All
gonna.
right. Well, I guess we'll go
I'm-
right then.
We'll see what happens. So Tarkarian will grab a stick and cast a mage light on it to get some sort of illumination.
Is there
here.
some? Is there actually a stick in the dungeon?
he said he
Like-
picked. He said he picked one up earlier. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's
Um,
like-
You know, the only person in this party that does not have dark vision is the Lerp.
Oh.
There's another freaking thing Lerp doesn't have.
Okay, so
As everything else.
I got one vote for right.
I said right.
Okay, we're all going right.
Yeah.
Another. I keep on saying meters, and I'm talking to Americans. Say 100 feet, and you come to a four-way junction where you came from. Do you want me to say to your right, or do you want to give me to give you cardinal directions? What's easier for you guys?
You're probably right or left, maybe, because I don't know if we can. I
I
mean,
think cardinal directions could help here too, though, because I know you mentioned an exit to the west and the south. So
Oh, you know what? I'll do both.
That'd be too revealing.
It's
yeah.
to the right, to the north. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Does that make okay? Right to the north.
Okay.
There's
Yep.
there's a door about 60 feet in. Ahead of you, there's a door again about 60 feet in. Sorry, ahead to the west.
Okay.
To your left, to the south, the hallway goes on for a bit, and then you can't see any further.
Okay. So 2 doors and then and the left turn. It's a hallway that goes on to who knows where. All right. What's behind door number 1?
I don't know which one's door number 1 to you.
Yeah, we have 2 doors here. Which one do you guys want to check first?
I mean, maybe we should just do right again.
Sure. I have no qualms with that.
Yes.
Why don't we check the north door?
Yes.
For
Good.
door on our right. Okay.
I
That
wrote
sounded
this. I
interesting.
wrote this like 2 years ago. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. I'm not sure how this is gonna. Before I even had a D&D party, I wrote this. So
Oh. All right.
you come to the door. It's pretty heavy and it is locked. Fortunately, Gundark says, "Let me handle this," and he gets out his little lock-picking set. Hang on a second. Just let me. Damn it! I still cannot close. Why are you asking me for a password? Jesus. Good thing I don't use it. Oh yeah. Good thing that lock had a poisonous catch in it. You almost lost Gundark there.
Oh man. Almost lost our favorite dwarf.
Yeah, but the next part is what makes it interesting. So you
Oh,
come
dear.
in, and in the pale moonlight, you can see that there's a path leading from the door into the center of the room and off to the left. And there's a small fountain off to the left in the center of that path. Now the whole place is tiled, but this path is, you know, obviously set aside.
Okay, so there's a
Fountain?
fountain, and there's some moonlight streaming in.
It's illuminated. You're not sure where it's coming from.
Okay. And then we have a fountain and tile floors. And was there something else? Sorry, I'm
There's-
getting a little tired here.
There's tiles.
not because of not just because I'm used to starting to get to sleep at this time.
It's Friday. It's getting that point. You know what? I have no problem with. Let's get through this room, then we can call it because I got lots more to go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
So,
there's the tiles that are shaped like feet, and there's regular tiles.
Oh. Is this a puzzle?
I don't know.
So tiles that are shaped like feet, do you mean that they have feet patterns on them, or?
Yes, looks
Okay.
like Bigfoot walked through the room, and when it hardened up, it became a tile.
Okay.
oh,
So I'm just gonna
Oh, by the way,
tentatively kind of what?
sorry, I'm just marking where you are. So when we start up next week, I know where you are.
tile puzzle.
No,
All right.
You're going to get through this because this is actually kind of cool.
Okay. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna tentatively kind of step on one of the foot tiles. Just kind of carefully. See if anything happens.
As soon as you put your weight on it, you roll versus your dexterity.
Okay.
Ah.
So slash roll. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
is it just tenacity doing it?
just tenacity. She's going first, being the brave barbarian that she is. You do a cool matrix kind of slot back while a dart goes by your head.
Oh snap!
Oh.
Oh, neat. Speaking out of character here, there's no way Tarkarian would say that in actual.
I don't know. He might.
I,
I'm not up to date on gnomish slang.
this gnome is surprisingly Filipino American. Oh. It's a trap, huh? Oh boy.
Okay, maybe we
Certainly
shouldn't
not
step
that.
on the. Maybe we shouldn't step on the foot tiles. So I kind of I step
Very-
back, and then I put my foot on one of the non-feet tiles.
As you
Fairly careful
press your weight on
to do
it, you step forward.
All right. Okay, so maybe we are going to be stepping on it, but let's just be careful. It can't be this easy. All right.
Yeah.
So I will keep going. So I just so carefully just step again onto one of the non-foot tiles.
Okay, and roll versus your intelligence.
Okay, here we go.
I'll just try and see if you notice.
Oh boy.
Yep,
That was
s-
actually, yeah.
yep. So you stop just short of a tripwire.
Oh.
But you're able to
Look at this.
step over it.
So we have some wires here, it seems.
This place is rigged pretty well. This place is pretty intricately rigged. Tarkarian's following behind tenacity, I guess.
Yep.
Yes, we can all just
So-
follow me. I shall be following the leader. Not like she would
Follow
say,
the
but-
leader, the leader, follow the leader.
Single file, please.
Okay.
So
so just
since you're rolling so well, those are the two basic kind of traps, and you're able to get your way through to the fountain, which has sparkling water in it. Not like carbonated, just it sparkles.
Oh.
Hmm. Sparkling water.
Hmm.
So it sparkles,
Wonder-
sparkling in the moonlight?
You can't tell.
Okay.
The only way to tell is have somebody
Interesting.
try
Hang
it.
on a minute.
I'm
No,
just gonna,
something right.
dude, friend, do you have your stick? Do you still have your stick, friend? Talking to
Stick
Tarkirian.
here. I'll have my mage light stick here. You have needed for
Okay,
something.
I'm just gonna, can you just touch the end of it into this fountain? See if it's acid or something?
That's actually
I
that's
think
actually a good call.
I think it's a better call instead of risking your light source to pick something at random out of your pockets. Because
I was actually gonna think about making.
Oh yeah, that's true, because you have your
Yeah.
stuff in your pockets.
I have my robe of pockets, and I only have 5 of them left.
no 5 we don't know
Actually
what
got-
they do. But like you can pull 100 hammers out of one.
I was thinking about you. I was actually gonna have Tarkirian pull out a small vial from one of these pockets and just take a sample of this liquid.
Okay.
That'd be doable.
Yes. So you now have yourself. Whoa! I did not mix that well.
What?
What happened?
Oh, just
Is that
you saw my picture of cranberry and vodka.
Yeah.
I did not do a good job mixing it.
Oh.
That was like
Just the taste of it or something?
No, I just got the full vodka.
Oh.
Woo! Let's party now, folks. Ooh.
So just
Oh,
the
you're
alcohol
good.
just hits you.
No, I just took a sip and it's like, oh my god, that's pure vodka.
So okay, so you
a
can
little-
taste the
You're
vodka.
gonna-
It's just like red potato. That's
You're
anyway.
gonna be hit pretty strongly there.
No, I have I have the hardest working liver in the universe.
Okay.
Anyways, so you take your sample, and what would you like to do with your sample?
Pour it on the tile.
You know, you can smell it, you can listen to it. I don't know what good listening to it would do, but
Yeah, taking a slight whiff of it ought to help some. So I'll have
It's-
Tarkirian take a.
it
I'll
smells.
Tarkirian waft it.
It smells so pure, it's almost staggering you.
Oh, I never thought a liquid could smell so fresh. It's it almost reminds me of nectar.
Come on, do it, do it.
If anything happens, Tenacity, you're in charge.
I thought I was always in charge.
Well, consider this my calling card, I guess. I'm gonna see.
Maybe
Let's
just
have
take a
Tarkirian.
little sip of it. Maybe it won't hurt you as much.
That's what I plan to do. I'll have Tarkirian take a sip of this mystery liquid.
You feel very refreshed, and Tenacity, you notice the scar where the rat bit him heals instantly.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Is it healing water?
Yes,
Oh boy.
and it's a damn near unlimited supply. There's only one little problem. Every time you come in, you're going to have to defeat those traps again. So it's kind of it's a blessing and a curse. I told you, I wrote this a couple years ago, and I'm very proud of it.
Like Radiant
Very
Fountain.
interesting.
Every
Yeah.
time land ETBs, you gain 2 life. Nice.
Yeah, well, no, this is just I picture this situation. You're desperate. You need some way to heal, but you're scared of the traps.
Like we need to get that water. What about the traps? You go first. No, you. I'm at one life here. You need to do it. No, you need to do it. I don't know.
No, that's exactly what I was figuring in my head.
There you
It's
go.
designed to be just a son of a bitch of a broom. Where, yes, it's wonderful, but at the same token, the traps never go away, and
Oh,
they might even get worse. I don't know.
All right. Well,
So are we calling it there? Or do you want to check another room, or what do you want to do?
I mean, I'm getting tired, so
I think the healing
I guess-
water is a good place to stop. You know?
Not all dungeons have terrible rooms in them.
So,
All right, so we're in the
there's
healing
gotta be
room. Wow, you guys have a lot of places to go. Oh, the places you'll go. So we'll call it there.